Online, they make it so easy. Get a property, get a dream tenant, and let the passive income roll in. In reality, you're juggling no-shows, weirdos, and people who bring their entire extended family to a 10-minute property showing.
Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life so far.
There is nothing fancy about property showings, there is no passive income in there as well.
Bruh.
However, this is an important step because this is your first and possibly the only time that you see a renter before you have to make a decision whether to rent the property to them or not. In my last video, I talked how to select applicants to show the property to. And today is the next step. I'll show you how to run your showings without losing your time, sanity, patience, or desire to buy another rental property in the future.
Emotional damage.
My name is Felix. I've done a lot of showings in the past and I still prefer to do them myself because this is one of the most important steps of getting information about your potential tenants. Think about it. You're making at least 5 to 10 showings at best to select just one person to rent the unit to. So make them count. So let me show how I try to get the most of my time while conducting showings to potential renters. As we discussed in the previous video, filter them first. Applications are required. No application, no showing. I require all the prospects to fill out pre-screen application before they see the place. That alone weeds out 90% of I'm interested crowd. Seriously, why would you if they don't have time to fill out the application? Showing will take more time. Another reason to have a pre-screen application is just to make sure that the property fits their needs. I mean standard stuff: income, job, moving date, household size, pets, if any. You need to know in advance if the place suits their living necessities. Seriously, once in a while I do get that unique individual who applies for 2 adults, 2 children, 2 pets. Obviously, both are ESA animals, Labradors, mind you, into 1-bedroom apartment. I get it, it fits your budget, but I don't think it is a good fit for your needs.
Let the dogs out.
The last additional thing to recap the previous video: review those applications quickly and respond to them fast. If they look good on paper, make a call and schedule that showing. If they don't, polite no thanks and move on. Remember, as a landlord, you compete against other for rent properties on the market. Good tenants don't have any troubles finding the place they want, so be proactive and try not to miss out on those good tenants. Let's move on to the showing part. First things first, and this one may be an obvious one, but get the unit ready for a showing. I hope it was remodeled and cleaned after the remodel, but also additional steps that you can make is turn on the lights, open blinds, walk around the unit yourself and make sure there are no weird smells around it.
Nice.
It should look like a place someone wants to live in. Seriously, do not show the unit if it's unfinished. Do not show the unit if it's not clean. Just make sure you don't. It should look like a place someone can imagine living in. We usually won't even list a property that is not in top-notch condition. As the rule of thumb, if you cannot make pictures from the property to put on the market, the property isn't ready for showings. Don't ever show an unfinished property to anyone. Walk and talk, but don't oversell. The way I conduct my showings is that I meet all the applicants at the entrance. I highlight key points of the property and then let them browse the property themselves and explore. Obviously, answer their questions, but don't do a hard pitch. It's not a cold call to sell penny stocks. It is their decision and quite important to them. You are there to show the property and answer their questions, obviously. By the way, do pay attention to what kind of questions they ask. For example, if they start negotiating the rent amount, I would try to wrap up the conversation and move on to the next showing. They knew the price before they came to see the property, and why would they negotiate? It is not a dealership after all. While talking to them, watch them in real life. Are they respectful to you? Are they respectful to your property? Do they ask solid, serious questions about the property and the rent? People can write anything on a form, but in person, impression matters very much, especially in this case. Now let's dive into the steps you need to make after the showing. If they are interested and they want to move forward in the process, send them the background check link. I use a paid screening service and the applicant covers the cost. It keeps the process clean, no money handling on my end, and basically shows that they're invested. Usually, if they are interested in the property, it does come up in one of their questions. And this is when I lay out next steps in the process. These are going to be usually background check, for which applicants will need to pay. We'll do income verification, we'll do employment verification, and we'll do rental history verification. We do let them know that we are going to call, if not all, but some of these references as well. Some of the landlords I talked to told me that they usually give a deadline to their potential tenants. We manage properties through online software, so I'll let everyone know that the background verification link will be expiring automatically after 3 days. It does prevent endless "I'm still thinking" delays, and if they're interested, they're going to respond to that link and pay for background check right away. So when our background check request link expires in 3 days, we usually don't reopen that application.
You snooze, you lose.
If they're really interested about the property, they will be proactive. And usually people who got the property, they filled out background verification request right away. One more thing I do after the showing is to make notes. I do write down what stood out, what didn't, and my personal observations about the showing. I know it does sound a little bit nerdy, but if you are doing 4 showings each day and like you do them several days in a week, you won't remember all the potential applicants. That way, when they message or call you 2 days later, you will know who you are talking to, and you will not confuse them with some random dude who decided to give you comments about color of the walls during one of the showings. That stuff is awkward. It really is. Let me also mention some time savers that we use during showings. Batch them together when possible. It saves time and creates urgency. Schedule them in 20-minute time slots. This usually is enough to show the property and answer all their questions. If someone is late to their time slot, well, they have option to wait, or if they don't want to wait, it's totally on them. They missed their opportunity.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
Basically, you're not wasting time traveling to and from the property. I don't mind showing the property when I'm in the area, but still this takes time. And one more time about that no-show insurance. Confirm the appointment twice. As I mentioned in one of our previous videos, we do call to schedule a showing appointment. We then answer all their questions, and we do text them the day of or a couple hours in advance of appointment just to make sure they have not forgotten about it and they are going to show up. As was discussed, if they don't show to their appointment, we blacklist them and never talk to them again.
It's unfortunate.
Application comes first. You show the property only to qualified applicants. Background checks only if they express their interest in moving forward with the process. You'll save time, avoid headaches, and keep control of your screening process. And please keep in mind, don't take anything in the process personally. All people are different and not everyone will fit your understanding of an ideal showing. And trust me, you'll get some shitty showings too. If you found this video helpful, please hit a like. Let us know in the comments below about the craziest showing that you've had in the past. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about next step in the process. This is how to screen the applicant after they completed their background check. So subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one. Papa! Walk and talk. Good and talk. Good and talk. Short.